Hey everybody, this is some newest Metroid Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. No, I did not want to save again. Okay. On that note, I'm Let's Playing Metroid Prime. You should know that by now. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. In this episode, well, okay, I guess I should start by saying in the last episode, we got both the power bombs and the grapple beam. I should rehearse a bit before I start recording sometimes. Maybe it might help. But with those two items in hand, we're going to go around and get a few things. Okay, so the mega turrets in this room are now replaced by shadow pirates. So that was a wonderful start to a video. I thought you were dead. Yes, I know that the door... Sir! That was a stellar beginning. All the way around. Everything I wanted to do went wrong. Now this is going to be kind of protracted, I suppose. The beginning of this is going to... I suppose we are basically... What I'm trying to do is essentially just saving time for later. I mean, technically we have to go back this way later on anyway. Ice troopers, get out. Everything get out. I'm just trying to get through here. Probably not doing myself any favors for what I'm trying to do later by doing this. Sir. Okay. You know what? I don't care that that was kind of costly. It was worth it. But I'm going to have to... not... Okay, never mind then. What I'm coming to do is here. Elite Pirate Alpha, stasis tank hull reinforced with Bendesium alloy plates. Power bombs can break that stuff. I think we've demonstrated that before, but basically, if we set one off there, this guy will break out. Phazon Elite. Basically, it's a really tough elite pirate. Basically, you're just going to have to beat this thing. They don't have the artillery cannons, but they can still absorb your beam weapons if they're holding up their hand like that. So, you know what? Let's just go with super missiles, because it might be easier. Might make the battle a little shorter. Not if they do that. When they do the quake, is a good time to hit them with any kind of attack. But for beating him, we get... That's right, a Chozo artifact. Did say something about beating a warrior in the room of research in the invaders' mines. The artifact of warrior, the 6th of 12. I think I remember... Was it on that one? One of these artifacts. I think it was 6th of 12. That was the one. Oh, we still haven't even gotten that. This one. Oh, we can't get it anyway. Not yet. But I think on that one, Tim, in his LP of the game, said something about track 6 of 12 always being kind of dull. On an album of 12 tracks, the 6th one being kind of the throwaway one or something like that. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I mean, you can easily find any album with 12 tracks. Well, which is actually kind of a hard thing for me to name off the top of my head. An album with exactly 12. Well, no, there's plenty actually. I'm just rambling on a rambling. Okay. Can I just get out of this room? Might have to go stop at the save station. But what I'm trying to do is... Now, hopefully... Yeah, I believe these are still positioned so I can go up to the way out. We're going to have to return to the lower parts of the mines at some point, but not for a little while. So, yeah. But I think I remember him saying, like, something about the Chozo artifacts when he was LPing this game got him on a tangent of a certain track number on a 12-track album being kind of throwaway. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's probably plenty of albums with 12 tracks that exist, but the first example thereof that comes to my mind, personally, is Dream Theater's Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory. And honestly, on that album, track 6 is probably one of the best, but... Because I'm pretty sure track 6 is Beyond This Life, which is probably one of the centerpieces of the album. One of them. There's a few. I don't know. I should probably stop talking about random music, and that's probably not the best example anyway, because it's also a concept album, so that it's going to be paced differently than a regular album, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But, yes, now that we've got that artifact, what we're going to do now is, with these power bombs and the grapple beam that we've gotten, we should be able to do a little bit of exploring around the various lands, get some power-ups and things that we haven't been able to get until now. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing, so I guess it might not be a terrible idea for me to be able to have some kind of topic to ramble about. I don't know. I haven't really talked about music a whole lot, which is kind of weird because I've named every single one of my episodes. Well, not every single one of my video episodes, but my episode names are usually music references. Not every single one of them has been a song title, but they've all been music references. And I guess that means I should really kind of explain what kind of music I like. Here's a... Oh, I don't have any power bombs. And... Let me check which of the artifact scans I actually have. Okay. Spirit. I'm only missing 3, actually. 3 of the scans. Maybe they showed up by now that we have a few more artifacts. But I don't have any power bombs anyway, so I'm gonna have to refuel. Oh, speaking of power bomb, I don't have to turn back yet. Quite yet. Okay. Okay, sir. You're gonna have to calm down. Until you start finding power bomb tanks, you're not going to have as many power bombs, and that's kind of a drag. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's something you can get if you manage to get up to the top of this loop. But this boost ball tunnel in particular seems to be annoying and like to stop you in your tracks. I don't know. Anyway, back to my ramble topic. I guess it's like the music I like. I don't know. I generally seem to like music that displays musical skill, I guess. I think a lot of my favorite artists tend to be progressive rock, progressive metal. Like I said earlier, I was mentioning a particular Dream Theater album that came to mind. They're probably one of my favorite bands currently. But I like a lot of rock and metal as long as it doesn't get too... You know what I mean? That was an interesting imitation. I'm probably going to get some hate from fans of the more extreme forms of metal. If they even find this video. I'm pretty sure there's something there. Am I just wrong? If I spend a lot of time doing this and there's nothing, then I'll probably just fast forward, but yeah. Yeah, that's generally the kind of music I like. Although, like I said, I like almost any kind of rock, metal. And for the most part, I can put up with just about anything as long as it's not... Aha! Missile expansion. Not a power bomb expansion like I was hoping. But you get what you pay for. Or in this case, you get what you get. Anyway, let's go into the next room. Now, this was actually slightly important of a detour rather than just collecting things, because here we get something new, and I shouldn't have scanned it before picking it up, because I don't like doing that, but oops. Anyway, we have the Xray Visor. Press right on the control pad to activate it. You're going to want to... Yes, we have the power bomb ammunition scan. Now, that appears because if you look around, you can see you're not getting out. Unless you can break these walls. Now, if you scan this particular wall, it basically tells you you need a power bomb to blow it up. So if you don't have a power bomb, it'll spawn in an enemy to make sure you do. Oh, and I think I killed another one. Well then. But that Xray Visor is going to come in handy later, but for now, I'm going to call attention to the room. This is the Life Grove, and that one scan said in one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies, or something like that. Something to that effect. And it says to raise the pillar beneath the waves to get an artifact. So, naturally, there's something we can do here. Does it involve this in any way? I'm trying to remember. Actually, now that I think about it, we might have to progress through the room a bit first. So, let me go on. I don't know. But yeah, there's relatively few kinds of music that I won't at least try to listen to, and this is why you're supposed to get No. This is why the Xray Visor comes in handy, because if you have the Xray Visor, you can always target these. You can always see and target the Chozo Ghosts. And one way that's helpful, if you can always keep a target on them, you can actually afford to use super missiles, which are really the proper way of dealing with them. I'm gonna have to find a way to refill my ammo, which, as far as I can tell, basically means I'm going to probably go back to my ship some point. What are you doing, sir? You were just kind of dancing there for a bit. Okay. That was all three of them. And that's going to open that. Technically, that was blocking your way out. It doesn't look like it, but it was. And also, no, that doesn't appear to have actually solved my problem. I think maybe... Yes, you just have to bomb that. I'm dumb. That opens up a spinner, which... Ta-da! That's 2 artifacts in one video. That's kind of nice. Unfortunately, I don't know how long I've been recording at all, because I can't actually read my laptop screen from where I have it, because it's kind of far away from me. But, yeah. Let's just close that, because that's making my Wii click. Click, 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 click. Like crazy. But anyway. So, yeah. Well, I guess I'll go back to my music tangent that I love to go back to, it seems. Yeah, there's very few kinds of music that I don't even want to try and listen to. I mean, I don't like certain kinds of music. I'm not really a huge fan of things like pop or country or rap. But I can at least appreciate some examples of those genres. I mean, not really usually to the point where I like them as much as the kind of music I find myself already listening to, but that's just kind of how preferences work. But I can appreciate them and enjoy them to that extent. Also, that's that platform. Okay. I'm getting pummeled everywhere in this video, and that's probably not a good sign. But yeah, it's like, you know, but really, there's only a few kinds of music that I'm not going to even, like, consider. The only thing that really comes to mind that I just don't want any part of is dubstep. Apparently that door objects to that. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be contrarian or anything to that, to the modern popular trends, or I'll save just in case something random happens in the middle of recording, but I don't know. I guess it's just, and I've heard people say that you just need to listen to good dubstep to actually get why it's liked, but I don't know. In my opinion, a lot of the things about dubstep that make it actually its own genre rather than just being electronic dance techno, whatever. A lot of the things that make that distinction just sound hideous. I don't know why people try to argue about that. I don't know. It's like as much as I love watching Josh and Tyler's versus videos, I have in the past objected to some of their use of dubstep. I don't mind it as much because in that case, because it's pretty short-lived in how long you have to put up with it. But I guess even then I've noticed that some of it is pretty hard to put up with for any extended period of time. I'll admit that I'm glad that when they did the Banjo-Kazooie verses, they only used the dubstep intro on the first episode and in the preview videos, because honestly that didn't even sound remotely pleasant on that particular instance. This ramble on music and what my preferences with music are has kind of turned into a rant. And I'm not sure how I feel about that because I don't want to come off as negative. That's another thing I've said before and I stick to, is that I don't tend to like people emphasizing the negative aspects of things. Because I feel like people like to emphasize the negative so much that they've started to lose the ability to identify positives as well. They can only identify what sucks and what doesn't suck. Well, and that's even kind of it's like what doesn't suck is kind of saying they can identify something positive, but that's kind of still distressing that there's so much. Also, there's a couple new scans. I think two of the three are available. Near Phendrana's shores, a temple stands. Thaw the frozen waters flowing from the altar to find the artifact of sun. And we return that artifact. Molten lake lies within the tunnels of Magmore. Shatter the column at the lake's center to reveal the artifact of nature. And that one's still not. Okay, so what I think is that we have some more artifacts we can get. Actually, let me think about that. I think we might have one more we can get, specifically. I don't know. But either way, there's more we can do. So I suggest we take some time and do that in the next episode. And if you like what you saw here, tell me about it. Respond, vibrate, feedback, and resonate in the comments below. Tell me what I did right, what I did wrong. And then, yeah, in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime, I think we'll do a bit more exploring and see what we can do with our power bombs, grapple beam, and now our Xray Visor. See you then, I suppose.